This first 2 weeks has just been incredible and humbling to walk alongside Ukrainians in their everyday life, to be able to firsthand witness everything that they are going through.
Hey, we got Pilgrim here with us, so.
Yeah, we got the kids.
Best way to start.
Yeah.
Republic Pilgrim is just an amazing place, an amazing project.
The kids are amazing. Every interaction we get to have with them is so special, so it's really an amazing place.
More than 4,000 children have gone through the children's home over the last 20 years, and it continues thanks to many of you.
In my heart, in Tyler's heart, it's some place that I think is really, really special.
We want to continue to rebuild and hold up their hands during this really difficult time in their history. This first 2 weeks has just been incredible. We've crossed over 300 miles now. It's just been amazing to watch Nikki and Tyler run 12 marathons in 16 days. I think in my mind it was gonna look harder, but they're making it look so easy. I know it's not easy. It's not easy at all, but I think their training really paid off. One thing that I keep thinking about is just that they say they have a really strong why, and I think that that's really amazing, that they know why they're doing it. They're doing it for their friends. They're doing it for Ukraine.
I think it's important to remember that each one of these men and women have a family, and they were a father and they were a brother, and that their sacrifice meant a lot for this country.
It's hard to find the words sometimes, but I think what's been amazing is to see how encouraged they are, and I think that that was our hope, was to honor their resilience, honor what they've been through.
First 2 weeks were amazing. I think we didn't really know what to expect going into it. Obviously, it's quite a feat what we're trying to do. Going into it, we were feeling a little bit of nerves going into it. We didn't really know quite what to expect, how our bodies were going to feel, but overall, we actually ended up feeling really good for the most part.
I think physically the most difficult part for me personally was just starting. There was so much anticipation, there was so much maybe stress in my mind about the physical challenge of just starting itself, and really just that was probably the toughest part for me.
I don't know, you go through a run, you go through a marathon, and you start to feel just little aches and pains, and you don't know if they're going to turn into something else. I had some issues with my calves, one of my hamstrings, hips at some points, and you kind of are just running and you're hoping it doesn't turn into something worse or continue to get worse as you go. So there's just more like little nagging things as you run that start to bother you after a while. Luckily we haven't had anything serious injury-wise so far, so I'd say physically we're doing pretty well.
These guys seem like they just keep getting better and better, and I'm so proud of them. What is this, 26.2 miles again?
26.2.
Turns out a marathon's the same distance every day.
It's really exciting actually to see that. But I would say it's more of a mental and a spiritual challenge than it is a physical challenge. It's more of a consistency battle that I feel like is the harder part than anything.
And then mentally, I'd say just kind of settling into the longevity of a run, of a marathon. It just takes some mental preparation every time before we get into the run. Like the first few miles, you're like, okay, I have 26 miles ahead of me.
we do this for our friends, but it's hard not to feel like you're getting more in return. And in a way, it feels selfish to say that, but I think that it's such a privilege to walk alongside people as they struggle, and the privilege to open up their homes and their hearts and their lives as they go through pain. For them to invite you into that is kind of a sacred, it is a sacred place for people and for communities, and it's hard not to feel just very blessed to be able to be there with them. And it's such a blessing to us, and you learn so much from people, and I know that we're here for them, but it's hard not to feel blessed by what they show you and teach you in return.
My why for this project is just the people. I think coming out here and hearing all the stories of everyone and what they've had to go through, every single person has been touched by this war in some way. People have lost friends, family, you know, parents, they've been separated. I think just knowing the heartache that's going on here is definitely a huge reason why we're here, is we just want to be here for them, show support for them, lift their arms up, and really just hopefully bring some hope and joy to people along the way.
My why for this project is for our friends from Mariupol. That's definitely the big reason why. Yeah, the why for me has been our friends from Mariupol and the social programs that they're doing over in the Carpathian Mountains, and the work that they continue to do on the front lines of Zaporozhye. And yeah, we're just inspired by Gennady Minenko and the Chaplains Battalion, and we have a huge heart for children as well. So to see the Republic Pілігрим property grow, and for us to really foster those relationships have been, that's the reason why.
Nіккі and Tyler have done such a great job. It's hard to really quantify sort of how successful this campaign is at this point. And I'm just glad they have such a strong why. I'm so grateful that they're out here, you know, just in faith for their friends, not knowing what difference this is going to make in the end, but having faith that it will. I'm just so impressed by them and their resilience and their decision to stand beside our friends. One of the things that I'm really hoping that comes out of this campaign is new advocates, you know, new organizations, new churches, new hearts that have been touched by what we're trying to bring attention to here. And I think that that's going to make all the difference. I think this is about dollars, but it's also about new relationships in a big, big way. I think that the relationships are more important, and we want to find people who want to walk alongside our partners in this community for the long run. I know there are people out there that God has prepared their hearts and they're watching this video now, or they may see it a year from now, who knows, but get involved. You know, we want to have people say don't can't with us.